Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
They're going to have a few games in a row here at home. This is a prime time opportunity for them to establish some rhythm and momentum going forward.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, New York. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
It's just so great to see a big man busting up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Now here's Embiid. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
And you can see how Siakam has increased that three-point range.
George with it. Siakam covering. Clock at 6. And Embiid throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Outside White. Here's Hachimura. The rebound by Markkanen.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Here's Buzelis. Hachimura with the defensive effort. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Embiid. From downtown. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. And here's White. Hachimura outside. And White hits from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 8. Markkanen outside. Back to George. Here's Embiid. Stolen by Siakam. Brown scanning the floor. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lets it fly from 18. Misses off the left iron.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Down low. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Now here's White, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Siakam. Chicago with a rebound. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Now here's Brown. He's scoreless. To the right side. Towns has got room. New York, again, can't hit.
Yeah, that miss might stick with them for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
2 points. That one goes.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Towns outside. Double team on Towns. Hachimura from long range. The rebound by Embiid. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 4-point game. And there's the drive. And the jam by George.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Knicks with the possession here. Outside White. 4-3. And the Knicks miss again. Pass to Buzelis. Driving in. Back to Markkanen. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Hachimura. It's guarded by Markkanen. Kept alive. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Joel Embiid.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
2 shots.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Over to the left wing. Here's Embiid. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Outside Vanderbilt. The 3 is up. On target from range.
And that's just fantastic court awareness. Van Vliet sensing the overcommitment and finding the open teammate.
It's George on the wing. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Achua. It's hauled in by Carrington. Bulls trail by 4. Markkanen outside. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the evening. The first one falls. Good on both. And here's Van Vliet. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Achua. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, 2 points the hard way from Achua. That's precious.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Bulls trail by 5. Here's Carrington, averaging around 6 a game. Here's George, driving inside. The layup off target. Here's Achua. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Embiid, no good on that one.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Substitution. Number 28, Charles Bassey.
1:41 left in the first quarter. Shannon's shot is off. Knicks leading by 5. Double team on Van Vliet. Monk for 3. Bassey pulls it in.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Sensabaugh. The Knicks pull it in. Now here's Van Vliet. Still without a bucket. Pass to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Doesn't get any easier for Achua. Once he's got positioning, he wants inside. He'll look to dunk everything.
Good work there as it goes.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Monk with it. Averaging around 5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Achua can't hit. The Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Shannon. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Now Monk. From deep. That shot missing. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Knicks leading by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
White for 3. Bassey pulls it in. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Abaji. Pass to Carrington. Here's Bassey. Here's Abaji. Still no points. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kobe White picks one up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent. that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Here's Towns. Chicago grabs the miss.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And Shannon gets it to go.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
White looking it over. Pass to Hachimura. Three-pointer, no good. Chicago leading. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Here's Towns. And the Knicks miss again. And so here is Chicago. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Siakam draws the double to the inside. And up the court come the Bulls on the break.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
The kick out to White. Siakam left side. Here's Towns. And another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Can't afford to leave the ground if you're the defense, and that's when Towns can really hurt you.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. And so Towns nails them both. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Here's Carrington. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Abaji can't hit.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
White can't hit. Inside. Ooh, it's stolen away. To the middle. It's picked off. To the wing on the left. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it. Chicago making a switch here. And New York has possession. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Brown. And that misses. That would have put him up. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That'll be a second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
And there's a pick. The drive by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Outside White. And the Knicks miss again. Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Shannon. Now here's Embiid. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Brown. The 3. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Brown's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Screen by Embiid. Carrington uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's Brown for 3. Joel Embiid with the board.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And there's the screen. Shot clock at 6. They shoot again. No good at the rim. And so it's New York with it. Trailing by 2. Pass to White. Puts up a 3. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
The offensive rebound. Embiid can't hit.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Pass to Embiid. And it's New York with a rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Embiid, high post. The 17-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Outside, Brown. Siakam, right side. Knocks down the long J. And it's a 5-point Knick lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Jackson can't get it to go.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Bulls on D. It's a 5-point game. Here's Monk. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
George with it. Towns covering. They get the rebound. To halt the run. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
And Embiid drops them both. And there's a minute 45 left in the second period. Outside, Brown. And Keontae George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
13.
Outside Monk. Fires for 3. Chicago with a rebound. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And so Monk will bring it up for the Knicks. Leading by 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to dirt. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. He's gone 3 of 4 from the line, and that one falls for Towns.
They've been knocked down from the line this quarter, trying to build out their lead.
George scanning the floor to the inside. Embiid. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Precious Achiuwa picks one up.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Oh, just much more assertive offensively in the second quarter. He's putting pressure on this defense and earning trips to the line.
Monk for 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. The Bulls trail by 7. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the bucket is good. Embiid's got 9.
In terms of scoring, this hasn't been his quarter. Just 1 of 7.
Tries the spin move. Outside Monk. 3-pointer. The shot no good.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New York out in front. They're up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Knicks leading by 5. Outside, Brown. And Embiid with the block.
And you have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Here's George. Here he goes. And it's New York with a rebound. Left side, White. Here's Siakam. And it's good. 2 points. 10 points for him.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Markkanen sets a screen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Kobe White picks one up.
First team foul. Sensabaugh at the line. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And the second free throw is good. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Pass to Brown. Siakam with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bulls trail by 8. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who keeps things moving.
Count that one.
And Markkanen really that time going strong.
Knicks leading by 6. And here's White. To the paint. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Now here's White. Pass to Brown. Got a piece of it. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Siakam outside. Down low. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. The Bulls trail by 4. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Pass to George. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
New York ball. Substitution for your Knicks.
New York leading by 4.
Fred VanVleet.
Now White. Siakam with it. VanVleet up top. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Sensabaugh. Screen by Embiid. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
VanVleet outside. The kick out to White. No good from the wing.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so it's VanVleet with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside White. The kick out to VanVleet. Fires in the triple. VanVleet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the luxury of having VanVleet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Here's Buzelis. Here's Embiid. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Tries yet again. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Hayes. New York leading by 5. VanVleet right side.
First platoon foul. Second team foul. Coming
On defense, the Bulls.
Charles Bassey.
Pass to Dadier. There's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Knicks lead 50.
Here's Sensabaugh to the wing, right side. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. Knicks leading by 6. Pass to Monk. Outside Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. Here's Van Vliet. Chicago with a rebound.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Shannon. And he slams it in one-handed.
And Markkanen should do that more. He's got the height to survey the defense and try to find the open man.
Pass to Towns. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls trail by 4. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. New York leading by 4.
Chicago foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Van Vliet outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Double team on Van Vliet. Outside Vanderbilt. Just 5 on the clock. Swatted away. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Carrington. Pass to Shannon. Here's Buzelis. Achua defending. Inside. Here's Shannon. And he dunks it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Outside Monk. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks down the triple. Monk's got 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the pick. Pass to Bassi. Here's Shannon. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Van Vliet with it. Outside Vanderbilt. Van Vliet outside. Launches a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Markkanen. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter here. Oh, look at the flush from Markkanen.
Like to see when Markkanen has that size and gets to the rim.
Towns down low.
Bulls foul. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Substitution on the court.
Monk for 3. The third quarter comes. to a close. New York out in front, up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Carrington. Jackson outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside White. Kicks it out to Siakam. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Outside, Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Jackson outside. All sorts of time. Here's Bassey. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Hachimura outside. A good look from Brown. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Brown's gotten 4 this quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Abaji. Here's Shannon from the arc. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Outside, Brown. Here's Hachimura. Pass to Siakam. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
62-59.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's New York with a rebound. Now White. Siakam outside. Kick out to Brown. Here's the 3. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. And now it's a 6-point New York lead. Bassey can't get it to go. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass as this defense scrambles.
Buries it from 3.
Their defensive effort is certainly lacking since halftime. They need to wake up.
Here's Carrington. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kobe White picks one up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Pass to Hachimura. Towns outside. And here's Brown for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And maybe they made some adjustments at the half. I mean, they're finally executing offensively.
And here's Embiid. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And again, Chicago, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here's White. Up top, Siakam. Oh, he picked him clean. Pass to George. Here's Buzelis. Hachimura with the defensive effort. White with it. Picked up by Embiid. Outside, Brown. Now here's Siakam. Out to Hachimura. From outside the arc. Chicago with a rebound.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
The putback. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. New York leading by 10. Towns on a screen. Kick out to Brown. For three. New York again can't hit. And here are the Bulls now. Marking it from long range. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. To the inside. Here's Towns. The open shot, Siakam. They get it again. Kicks it out, Towns. Out left to the wing. Siakam looking it over. And is blocked. Here's Carrington. Pass to Embiid. Gets it down to single digits.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Making a switch here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Brown. Lets the three fly.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Achua with a steal. To the middle. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
George. And the jam by George.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And so Brown will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Towns. Kick out to Brown. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls trail by 8 to the paint. Here's Markkanen. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Just a lights-out shooter. Focus from Lowry is great.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Monk. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Now Vanderbilt. The three. Buzelis grabs the board. Kicks it to George. And here's Embiid. Achua defending. Embiid, good. And now it's just a 4-point Knick lead.
And one thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
Pass to Monk. The 3-ball. He can't get that one to fall. Markkanen left side. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And Chicago has possession. Trailing by 4. Pass to Buzelis. Down low. Markkanen misses. And New York has possession. Here's Brown. 46 seconds left in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Pass to Brown. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but we really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Embiid with it. Achua defending. Embiid with it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
2 shots.
And Embiid drops them both.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a one-possession game.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And New York has possession. 2-point game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. There's 14 seconds left to the fourth. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid. Jacks up a 3. The shot off that time. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that's going to do it